Okay, this is 3.7a of geometry. So slope tells us the slant of our line. And here we have our equation. It's rise over run, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Let's take a look at a problem to figure this out. So when I'm trying to find the slope of a line, I'm going to use 2 points. So if I look at line A, I have the points 5, 7, and 2, 3. I'm going to choose to label this one x1, y1, x2, y2. It doesn't matter which one you make x1, y1, and x2 and y2 as long as the 1s stay together and the 2s stay together. My equation is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So now I can plug those in. My y2 is 3. My y1 is 7. My x2 is 2. My x1 is 5. So I get negative 4 over negative 3. 2 negatives make a positive, so this is just 4/3. If I look at line C, that's going through 1, 7 and 5, 7. That's x1, y1, x2, y2. So 7 minus 7 over 5 minus 1 gives me 0 over 4, which is just 0. If you look at line C right here, it is a horizontal line. Horizontal lines have a slope of 0. Vertical lines, up and down lines, have undefined slope. I remember this thinking of a skier. If a skier is just standing on a horizontal ground, he's not going to go anywhere. He's going 0 miles per hour. He's just staying there. If he's falling off a cliff, then it's undefined. Maybe that's helpful. If not, just ignore that. Positive slopes go in this direction. Negative slopes go in this direction. This might help you if I think of where my positives and my negatives are. Positive times a positive gives me positive. Negative times a negative gives me positive. Positive slopes go this direction. Positive times a negative is a negative. Positive times a negative is a negative. Negative slopes go this direction. Okay, 2 forms of equations that we use. The slope-intercept form, which gives us our slope and gives us our y-intercept. Y equals mx plus b. And our point-slope form, which gives us a point, x1 and y1. So it gives us a point x1, y1, like that. And our slope. Let's see those put to use. So, graphing with slope-intercept form. First thing I do is I graph this intercept. So I'm going to put a dot on the y-axis at 1. Then I need to move with my slope. I'm going to go up 2 over 3. Once I have 2 dots, now I can make my line. So the first thing I do is I put a dot on my y-axis, the up and down one. And then I move with my slope. Again, positive slopes go this direction. Okay, graphing with with point slope form. What I would do, I write out my equation on my paper. Y minus 3 equals negative 2 times x plus 3. Whoops. And then I would write the standard form below it. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus, x1. Okay, my y's match up. My negatives match up. Let's switch colors here. My 3 and my y1 match up. So y1 is equal to 3. My equal signs match up. My m and my negative 2 match up. So m is negative 2. My x's match up. Okay, now I got a problem. I got a plus sign and I got a subtraction sign. Adding is the same thing as subtracting a negative. I can change that plus sign into minus a negative. Now I have subtraction signs that match up, and x1 is -3. Be careful for those plus signs. They will totally screw up your equation and your line. Okay, I highly suggest rewriting the equation below it. So once I have those, I know that it goes through the point -3, 3. That's my x1, y1. Remember, ordered pairs go alphabetically, x and y. The first thing I need to do, and this guy is off. That's not -2. -2 is there. I need to put a point at -3, 3. So -3, 3. And then I need to move with my slope. -2 is the same thing as -2 over 1. So I'm going to go down 2 and over 1. Down 2, over 1. And once I have 2 points, I can draw my line. Okay, let's try our own here. First A, I've got y equals 3x minus 4. So I'm going to put a point at my y-intercept, which is -4. My slope is 3, which is the same thing as 3 over 1. So I'm going to go up 3, 1, 2, 3, over 1. So here's my point. And then I'm going to try to draw a straight-ish line through it. And there's my line. It's positive slope. It's going the right direction. Okay. With my point slope form, I'm going to rewrite my equation right below it. Okay. My y's match up. My negative signs, my subtraction signs match up. So y1 is equal to 2. My m matches up with that -1/3. My x's match up. My subtraction signs match up. So x1 is 4. This means it goes to the point 4, 2. So the first thing I need to do is put a point at 4, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Right there. And then with my slope, I need to move down 1 and over 3. So down 1 over 1, 2, 3, right there. And then sketch a line through it. There we go. There's your homework.